Hello, this is M Plus All Africa Consultants Employment Solutions, and in the Mindset Investment Program, we're going to go through an interesting topic that all entrepreneurs need to hear about. That is a bridge, and you want to reach the second side. Is a young entrepreneur who wants to reach the second side, the side of a successful entrepreneur. In order to be successful, you need to cross this, and that's a young entrepreneur. You don't have money. That's your present situation. You don't have money, capital. You don't have network, mentors. You don't have education certificates to be proud of. You're bankrupt, and you have reasons of not starting. The world is trying to pull you back, and in crossing this gap is where most entrepreneurs quit, because they face discouragement, loss of friends, bankrupt debts, rejection from entrepreneurs themselves, investors, and close people, no hope, and the bad image of you painted, because not everybody wants you to succeed, and the mentality of the world is trying to call you an identity bridge is needed to make you cross to the second side. So what is an identity gap? Is the relationship between your current situation and where you want to be. In other words, it is the distance in terms of resources, ability, opportunities from your present and your desirable future in that specific aspect. Why do young entrepreneurs need to cover this gap? As for an entrepreneurial mind, the future is real, where the present is just an illusion. That is you sitting on your desk with folders and files of failures, and that's you thinking and imagining where you ought to be as a profitable, successful, wealth, influential entrepreneur. Let me take you through a story of Edwin C Barnes, who longed to become a business partner with Thomas Edison, but his current situation, no money, little education, no influence. And that's him. He wanted to go see Thomas Edison, but he didn't have money. He had to go on a freight train. But after he overcome the identity crisis, he became a business partner with Thomas Edison, and that was his partnership company, the Edison, where he partnered with Thomas Edison. And he said he's ready to take whatever it takes, but before he finishes, he will be Thomas Edison associate. He added that there is but one thing in this world that I'm determined to have, and that is business association with Thomas Edison. I will burn all bridges behind me and stake my entire future on my ability to get what I want. And so he left himself with no possible way of retreat. He had to win or perish. That is all there is to the Byrnes story of success. And Thomas Edison, he said, he stood there before me looking like an ordinary trump, but there was something in the expression of his face which conveyed the impression that he was determined to get what he had come after. I had learned from the years of experience with men that when a man really desires a thing so deeply that is willing to stake his entire future on a single turn of the wheel in order to get it, he's sure to win. Byrnes had no money to begin with. He had but little education. He had no influence, but he did have initiative, faith, and the will to win. With these intangible forces, he made himself the number one man with the greatest inventor who ever lived. In the Napoleon Hill's Laws of Success, wrote, in those days he had the largest and the most expensive collection of clothes I'd ever seen or heard of someone owning. His wardrobe consisted of 31 suits, one for each day of the month. He never wore the same suit 2 days in succession. And that reminds me of living ahead of reality. Though he was a broke man, but he saw himself as a successful businessman, and he lived in that business manhood ship. And Amplosol recognizes young entrepreneurs who face this problem, identity crisis problem. And we're here to walk with you through this journey of entrepreneurship, bridging you from your young stage to be a successful entrepreneur. Don't hesitate to contact us through the phone, email, website, as we long to cover the business consulting gap. I want to take you through an inspirational video of Thomas Edison that was acted in a film by the Napoleon Hills. Hopefully it shall be inspiring to you.
Mr. Edison. Mr. Edison. Mr. Edison, I'm Edwin C Barnes, your new partner.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. How do you do, sir?
Yes, how much for a ticket to Orange, New Jersey?
$16.40.
All aboard for Orange, New Jersey.
May I help you?
Yes, I'm here to meet with Mr. Edison.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but tell him that Mr. Edwin C. Barnes is here to meet with him and that I said he'll be very glad to have met me. Thank you.
No. Tell them I don't care. We are not buckling. Do whatever you have to do. So, you're the man I will be glad to have met, are you?
Yes, Mr. Edwin C. Barnes.
And what have you invented, Mr. Barnes?
Nothing, Mr. Edison.
You're not an inventor?
No, sir, I'm a businessman.
And your aim is?
To be your partner in business, sir.
You're not looking for a job?
Sir, I will take whatever job you have to offer, but my ultimate goal is to be in partnership with Mr. Thomas A. Edison.
You seem pretty sure of yourself for a man who hasn't invented anything.
I have something far more powerful.
And what might that be?
I am not interested in anything other than this one goal, and I will do whatever it takes to get it.
You know, I turn away 100 men every week.
I am not at all surprised.
And most of them have invented some darn contraption or other. Electric chicken plucker, a automatic pen refiller. That one cost me a shirt. And you stand here with nothing.
Sir, desire is not nothing.
I guess not.
I have vision. I believe it will come true one day, and I will stick by that, however long and hard the path.
I've learned over the years that when a man desires a thing so deeply that he's willing to sacrifice his entire future on a single turn of the wheel just to get it, you should never bet against that man.
So where should I start working my way up?
Tell Mr. Burroughs to start you in the stockroom.
Thank you.
That was hopefully inspirational. Thank you for watching Amplosol Africa, and I was your speaker, Simon